Hi, this is Zak Mir with the US penny stock highlights for Tuesday, the 18th of August. Quite a few stocks doing well of late, and most of them have been identified here previously. The first one is Imedia Brands, which has exceeded the target, the last target we had, just around the $5.90 level. Gap through that line of resistance from January. Overshot the runway in that sort of way, and leaves us looking for a fresh target. And the view at the moment is that while we're above the floor of the gap around the $5.70 area, we could hit a resistance line from obviously a few months back now, nearly this time last year, last September at $10. So above $5.70, looking for a fresh target at Imedia Brands as high as $10. Time frame on that hopefully as soon as the end of next month. Stock which has also delivered the goods. I think it's one of today's top risers, or it was. MICT Inc. Here we had I think a peak around the $8.50 level or something like that, and back up to back down rather to the old target, which was around $5.60. So. But we'd like to see an end-of-day close above $5.60 today, if possible. Otherwise, we would use that as a trigger for a fresh target. In this case, the upper parallel now heading like this, and pointing at obviously a retest of the $8.50 area. So, but above $5.70, we could still manage a retest of the best levels that we've seen today on an end-of-day close basis. If we can get that particular level. The time frame on that, the next 2 to 4 weeks, all being well. New stock for the selection comes in the form of Manning and Napier. Here we've got a new, well, sort of a fresh situation in the sense we've just had a trend line break. That one there from, middle of April. And so basically above that line at $3.85 on an end of day close basis, we're looking for further upside, and that could be as high as the top of the November price channel, currently pointing up towards $5.60. Again, another one for hopefully the end of next month. This stage, everybody back below $3 on a consistent basis really kills the idea of an ongoing recovery in the shares. Next up, another new name, Otonomy. Here we've had a gap higher through the or above the rising 50-day moving average. That's the blue line there, and the view at this stage is while we're above the floor of the gap at $3.80, looking for higher prices. Obviously, there is some resistance going up to $4.30, $4.40, but at least while we're above that $3.80 area, the target here up towards the top of last year's trend channel as high as $6 over the next 1 to 2 months. New face today is from OneSmart. Here we had a break, or we've had a break of the resistance line there from March. That's running at around the $4.45 level. So above that on an end of day close basis, looking for at least the 200-day moving average at $5.24, and then up to that February resistance line projection up to $6.14. Time frame on that, hopefully the next 4 to 6 weeks on the $6.14 level. Next up, a stock which I liked purely on the basis of the name. I thought it sounded like a company which could go places. Sounds like an important company, Pacific Ethanol. I think we've been following it up from maybe the $2 area. I'm not quite sure now because we look at so many stocks, but we broke the initial target there, $3.80. And we are nearly up to the next target there around $5.60, hoping for perhaps as high as $6 over the next month or so. The way things are going, obviously, that it could be the next day or so. Upside target valid while we hold above initial August resistance versus $4.40. So above $4.40, best case on Pacific Ethanol up to $6. Another recent inclusion is repeated again on the basis that it's doing well. Rise Education, breaking through the first target there, which was around $6.50. The second target today around $9, and we've got a fresh target for the shares to go for now, which is a an August resistance line projection from last year, which is up at $11.30. So at this stage, probably one can say that above that former November peak around $8.25, $11.20 or so could be at the target, or $11.30 perhaps even, the way things are going. On to the last stock of the day, which is Energous Corp. Here we've got a relatively fresh situation. A stock been bubbling up for quite a while, but fresh in terms of the trend line break there from July. That's at $3.32, so above that on an end of day close basis. We're looking for higher prices. Could be as high as $6 by the end of next month. Obviously, these things need to speed up a bit, but the bull argument very much in place while we hold above the 50-day moving average and that trend channel floor around the $3 level. That's it for me today. More updates tomorrow.